Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Weekly Roundup. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in this community right now. Kind of with this springtime comes a lot of our big projects, and so I'm going to share some updates today. First though, not project related, although seasonally related, is we are starting our four times for the season. We're opening the street department on Saturday. So the first one is tomorrow. It's Saturday, April 6th. And it will be open for residents to drop off bulk items. So e-waste, extra garbage and recycling, construction materials, metal you can't throw in the garbage can, just a variety of different items that you would have to drop off at the street department. We adjusted maybe 2 years ago to having these 4 Saturdays a month. Prior to that, people had to come during our working hours, and that's tough. So there is a fee schedule. There are things we can accept and cannot accept. If you have questions, just check out our website. The City Connection also has a really good resource list, or just give a call down to the street department and we will do our best to answer those questions for you. We will have this happening again on June 1st, August 3rd, and October 5th. So if you're not ready for this Saturday, there's another one coming up in just a couple months. Another seasonal item that we've started is brush chipping. So there is a weekly schedule. There's a link on our website and on our Facebook page so that you know what week we should be on. If you have a question, you can certainly just give a call down to the street division and they will let you know where we are at in the schedule. But if it is your designated week, just make sure your items are out on the curb by 6 a.m. They have to be a minimum of 4 feet long and a maximum diameter of 6 inches. And the cut ends should either be facing the street or should be parallel to the street where the sidewalk is present. So we had some questions about why it has to be at least 4 feet long, and that's just for the safety of our team. So we're putting things into a chipper, and we want them to be long enough where we can make sure that our team members are safe as they're putting the item into the chipper. So brush chipping has begun. This week was also Public Health Week, and we here in Watertown we're really fortunate to be able to have our own health department. Last time I checked, we were one of only 16 municipalities in the entire state that has our own Department of Public Health. And we're very fortunate to have a super committed group of people down at the health department that do things that most of us don't even realize. Every restaurant that serves food is inspected. Every tent you eat at in festival season has had a health inspection. We provide in-home services, car seat checks, immunizations, some parenting support. I'm sure I'm forgetting a variety of what people do. Obviously, we spent a lot of time doing pandemic response. We also have someone that does a lot of emergency preparedness. There's well checks and radon checks. I mean, the list goes on and on about what that health department does. So if you see someone from the health department, give them a shout out this week. We do have a new fire chief joining the city in just a couple of weeks, and next week we'll probably post like the formal invitation, but I wanted just to give an update to the community that our new chief is coming on April 17th. I think it's the 17th. It's a Wednesday. And then we will have a public swearing-in ceremony on that Thursday, which I believe is the 18th. So the public's welcome to join us. We'll have more details on Facebook, and we'll get out a press release about it. But you're welcome to join, meet our new chief, and just help us kind of usher in this next era of a new chief here at the fire department. With the fire department, it's official. We're building the fire station, and I've never been more grateful to be able to say that. Last week, the Public Works Commission and the Finance Committee approved us entering into contracts to be able to get people signed on to the project. We are planning to start pretty quick. We're planning to start kind of later this month, weather permitting, of course. We're kicking around if we can pull off a quick groundbreaking before they need to start work. We'll see what we can pull off. But in any event, this is a tremendous milestone for our community, one that's been discussed I've been discussing it the entire time I've worked for the city, and I know they discussed it well before I joined. So just a concept that's been being discussed for many, many years, and we're just grateful to be in this position where we can ensure that our fire department has the appropriate resources to keep us all safe. So big milestone for the city with the fire station. Another big one that we've talked about for at least, I'm going to say 3 years, is the restrooms at Riverside Park. And I know there's a lot of people that are interested, and I'm really proud and grateful to be able to say that that project is slated to start as well. So we received bids, those are too high. We condensed the building down, put it back out for bid. That came in within budget, and we got approval to proceed with that. So the Riverside Park restroom project could start as early as next week. And then you'll see that work happening. Their goal is to finish by late summer. Here's another event for you to pencil in. So April 6th, the police department is hosting their sensory-friendly open house. And so they have, a kind of an open house structure where there's reading with police officers. I know they do a registration for the premise alert system, and a variety of other activities. So this is on April 6th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. On the Park and Rec front, we have a lot of our traditional sports kind of registered for, but we still have yoga, chess, adult kicker, and adult softball. And then ballet, tap, and dance are beginning as well as our swimming lesson season. So summer swim lessons will open for registration pretty quick here, and we're doing lessons both inside and at the outdoor pool. Same with water aerobics, we'll be hosting those as well. I also wanted to point out the Senior Care Fair. So this is a great event for people who are caregivers or seniors, or people who have seniors in their life. We're hosting the Senior Care Fair, where you will be able to meet local organizations that provide resources to this important demographic in our community. Things like nutrition, wellness, recreation and leisure activities, legal planning, end-of-life planning, housing supports. The list is long. So if that's of interest to you, please check out the information so you make sure that you can join us. On the library front, April 11th to 13th, the Friends of the Library is hosting their spring book sale, so make sure you check that out. And then next week is National Library Week, so I'll talk more about them next week. But because it's National Library Week, they are hosting some fun events. One is the Light Wall Design Contest. This is for kids of all ages to put together their best design for the light-up wall that they have in the library. On the job front, new this week, we have a couple of new ones. One is a city attorney legal assistant. This is a part-time position, but a really important one. There's also a recreation typist that's part-time, that's a new position. And then on the full-time side, new this week is our deputy fire chief posting. We're still looking for either an assistant city engineer or a civil engineer, so please help us by sharing that information. On the part-time side, we're looking at our health department for a bilingual communications person, engineering interns, library assistants, and library pages. And then the Senior Community Center still needs a building supervisor. If you have questions about what that is, please reach out to us. On the seasonal side, we're hiring laborers, sports and fitness programmers, day camp counselors. We still need a day camp director, which is a huge, important job in supporting the children that we have at day camp during the summertime, and then swim instructors. So lots of good part-time, full-time, and seasonal jobs here at the city. On the weekend, tonight at 7 o'clock, Riverfest is starting to announce their entertainment lineup. So last year they did it in such a neat way. So if that is of interest to you, I'd encourage you to start paying attention, because it starts tonight at 7. Also tonight, the Citizens Police Academy is hosting their annual fundraiser at Turner Hall. It's a fish fry. And I know the Watertown Concert Series has a concert tonight as well. I have gotten ridiculously into March Madness, so if you're a women's basketball fan, Iowa is playing tonight as well. But tomorrow, on Saturday, on the men's March Madness side, Watertown's own Nate Oates. Nate was born and raised here, went to Maranatha Baptist University, and is now the coach of the University of Alabama, and they are in the Final Four. So while it's difficult to root not for the Badgers or Marquette or even outside of the Big Ten, I think we can all find it in us to root for an SEC team this week, since the coach is one of Watertown's own. So good luck, Coach Oates. That's all that I have. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.